Good evening, y'all. Matt Stepp with Dave Campbell's Texas Football, live from my hotel room in Houston, bringing you my Friday night instant reaction from the regional semifinal round of the Texas High School Football Playoffs. And I'm doing this from my hotel room because my game ended early over at NRG Stadium. Let's talk about my triple header at NRG Stadium today, and then we'll work our way into some of my thoughts from around the state. We started out this morning at 10 a.m. Iowa Colony knocks off Fort Bend Marshall 31-21. Ray Garza's squad, in their third varsity season, advances to the regional finals for the first time. They will take on the winner of tomorrow's game between Richmond Randall and Brenham. My second two games were dominated by 23 6A teams, and that's the theme in Class 6A tonight. 23 6A dominant in the Houston area. All four teams advance to the regional finals. My middle game, North Shore gets a scare from Katy, pulls away for a 42-28 win. North Shore ran out to a 21-0 lead. They had the ball inside the Katy 20. Looked like they were going up 4 scores. An interception. Katy's right back in it. They pull within 7 a couple of times, but North Shore, Caleb Bailey and company get it done down the stretch. 42-28. North Shore knocks off Katy. The nightcap, Umble Summer Creek, North Shore's district rival, rolls past Katy Jordan 54-20. Katy Jordan ran out to a 7-0 lead. It was all Summer Creek after that. Kenny Harrison's ball club, a dominant performance. Outside of NRG Stadium, 23-6, they had a great day as well. Umble Atascocita, in a thriller, knocks off Fulshire 47-42. Great game over at Thorne Stadium. Back and forth the whole day. Fulshire showed they are an elite team, but the Atascocita had just enough, and they will get another shot at North Shore next week, 2 o'clock on Saturday, at Thorne Stadium in Albany ISD. Should be a great ball game. And then finally, how about Umble Kingwood? The hipster pick from the preseason keeps it going. The Mustangs knock off straight Jesuit 27-16, setting up an all Umble ISD regional final Saturday, 2 o'clock at Turner Stadium, Kingwood, Summer Creek. Should be a great one. What a great season for Umble ISD football. One other note from Class 6A, Citalo Steel at home falls to Austin Vandergrift 49-35. Very disappointing for a very talented Steel ball club. They go down in the third round of the playoffs after making the state semifinals a year ago. The career of Chad Warner, Royal Capel, Jalen Cooper comes to an end. Drew Sanders ball club goes into San Antonio, knocks off the best team in San Antonio 49-35. Staying in the Houston area, let's go down to Class 5A Division I. How about Kevin Bernethi's LaPorte Bulldogs? They do it again. They knock off A&M Consolidated, previously undefeated A&M Consolidated, in dominant fashion, 35-17, setting up an all-Houston regional final in 5A D1 Region 3. LaPorte and Angleton, a district rematch. Let's go to Louisiana. Yes, Louisiana. Natchitoches, Louisiana. 5A Division II defending state champ PNG gets a scare. They hang on late, knock off undefeated Texas High 31-28. Texas High had multiple opportunities to put PNG away, could not do it. They let PNG hang around, and PNG got them. They block a field goal late to hang on and preserve the win. Now we get, next week, PNG versus South Oak Cliff. The state championship game the last 2 years of 5A D2 happens in the 4th round. Should be a great one. A lot of great ball out in East Texas in Class 4A. 4A Division I, we get the rematch next week. Kilgore, Chapel Hill. Again, the fourth year in a row, these two are meeting in the playoffs. Chapel Hill has ended Kilgore's season 3 straight years. Can Kilgore get it done? Weird location. They're playing Friday night in Forney in the DFW area, as they couldn't find a stadium in East Texas that wasn't already booked. So Friday night in Forney, 7:30, Kilgore, Chapel Hill. Should be a great one. Chapel Hill's knocked Kilgore out of the playoffs 3 straight years. Excuse me. In Longview, Carthage, flexing that defensive muscle, Scott Surratt's ball club knocks off a game and tough Texarkana Pleasant Grove ball club 28-7. It was a tough day for Texarkana. They had 3 teams alive in the playoffs. 2 of them lost. Liberty Ilo did win, though. Congrats to the Leopards. But Carthage knocks off Pleasant Grove 28-7, setting up a regional final against surprising Van next week at Longview Pine Tree. Staying out in East Texas, how about Malakoff? They get a scare from Jefferson, but they hang on. They knock off Jefferson 31-21. The state's longest winning streak is now at 29 games. Jamie Driscoll's ball club. Great win for Malakoff over a really, really good Jefferson team. 31-21. Now, Malakoff next week takes on Jefferson's district rival, Texarkana Liberty Ilo, who hung on late to beat Winsboro 56-49. That game is going to be 7 o'clock Friday night at Rose Stadium in Tyler. Moving down to 3A Division II, how about Lexington and Dangerfield? We could be on a collision course for those two in the state semifinals. Lexington in Region 4 blasts Poth, dominates them. And then Dangerfield, earlier this afternoon out in Louisiana at Natchitoches, dominates Newton 62-28. Dangerfield's 8-5 on the year, folks. They were 5-5 going to the playoffs. Davin Nelson's ball club is cooking with Crisco right now. Dangerfield advances to the regional final. They'll take on Newton's district rival, Woodville. Lexington advances to the regional final. They will take on Tidehaven, who played for the state championship last year. So we get Region 4, Lexington versus Tidehaven. Let's move down to Class 2A Division I real quick. Ganado, in a defensive struggle, beats Refugio for the second year in a row in the playoffs. Ganado advances in a low scoring, I believe the final was 15-7 in that. And that was Ganado's 500th win in program history. Congrats to Josh Irvin's ball club. And then finally, in 2A Division II, the two-time defending state champ, Albany Lions, go down. Muenster rolls in this one. We thought Muenster was the favorite in this one after nearly beating Albany last year. Muenster dominates Albany and ends the Lions' championship hopes. They did win the title in 22 and 23. There will be no three-peat in 2A Division II. Muenster knocks off Albany. So that wraps it up. I'm going to get a little sleep because I got a game tomorrow, Richmond, Randall, and Brenham. Stay with TexasFootball.com and Dave Campbell's Texas Football for the best high school football coverage in Texas, bar none.